All right, so let's go to Ibrahim Wangara, who is in the Upper West region. And the Upper West region also is dominated with a lot of Muslims in various communities. And so we would want to get to what the sight and sound are, what their own priorities and needs are, what's the main theme for the messaging as it is. And Ibrahim Wangara is joining us. Good morning to you, Mr. Wangara.
Good morning, Roland.
Right. Just like the Upper East region, did we have the event mainly marked yesterday, or we have the regional event also being marked today formally? And then tell us what we have currently.
Yes, yesterday the region entirely, majority of the Muslim community observed the Eid prayers. And it was just like with the Ahmadiyya Muslim community, they postponed or they asked to align their celebration to that of the national event. So as I speak to you currently, the Ahmadiyya Muslim community are those observing these Eid prayers today. So this is after they went through some 29 others, 30 days of resilience, sacrifice, intensive worshiping of Allah, and powerful supplications during the holy month of this Ramadan. So the prayer of the Muslim Ummah in the region, from my interaction with some of them, is for Almighty Allah to accept their prayers and fasting during the period of the holy month of Ramadan.
Okay.
So Eid al-Fitr is also said or considered to be one of the most highly regarded among other Sunnah prayers. Sunnah in the sense that it is not a compulsory prayer, but something that is born to have a you are of liberty to observe it. So among all the prayers that are not obligatory upon the Muslim Ummah, this one, Eid al-Fitr, is considered one of the most highly one, which majority of the Muslim people are ideally performed in congregation. And from the nature of this kind of prayer, is something that is being observed in an open environment, not necessarily in the mosque, or it's not even advisable to observe it in the mosque. From the clergy perspective, you can only observe this kind of prayer inside the mosque when something bad, or maybe because of natural disaster, something like rain or something that will distract your gathering in an open place. So that is the only time you can observe this kind of prayer in the mosque. And even considering their numbers, there is no mosque in this part of their region which can contain a number of people because of the large number this kind of congregation do receive for itself. So generally, the atmosphere in the Upper West region, considering Eid prayers, is so calm. And yesterday, others observed. Today, others are equally observing it. But most of those observing today are equally government workers, because yesterday, because of the holiday schedule, today is a very day that is being declared as a public holiday for all workers to also observe this prayer. So most of them could not join their families to observe this prayer. So they are doing it today, and they are equally observing their holidays. But another key thing that is coming out from almost all the clergy is they are calling for peace. Peace, particularly as we are heading or moving towards elections. Because they are of the view that Almighty Allah is the lead person or the leader in all events. And by then, as human beings as we are, there is also the need for us to have leadership among us. So they are of the view that any other person that will come victorious at the end of the elections should be allowed and generally accepted as a leader. They are calling on the youth not to torment or allow themselves to be used for unnecessary disturbances, and to also come together in a group and to also accept religious tolerance. No matter your religious background, people should not campaign based on religious tolerance. So, going forward, they will be seeing their brother Al-Haji Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and that of John Dramani Mahama, one belonging to a Muslim community and the other one belonging to the Christian community. Notwithstanding, politics, according to them, and leadership has nothing to do with religious issues, but rather to serve on the reasons or basis upon which a leader will be elected. So, general, that has been the message from the clergies and the admonishment they are giving to youth during this period. So, as you can see behind me, like I mentioned, is the Ahmadiyya Muslim community currently observing or about to observe their prayers at the JJ Basic School Park. So currently that is where they are, and they are dressed in their usual black trouser and then top white, doing their supplications ahead of the prayers. I'm being told that the prayers will soon start somewhere 8:30. So in the next 5 to 6 minutes time, the Imam or Amir for this Ummah will take the lead and ensure that they submit themselves to the Almighty Allah. So I have also witnessed the former Upper West Regional Minister who has recently been reassigned to the Upper East region to serve as the regional minister, who just joined the team to also observe the Eid prayers with the Ahmadiyya Ummah within the regional capital of the Upper West region. So generally, like I said, the atmosphere is calm and everything is well arranged, and people are wishing that they live to see another year to add up to what they have observed already. Roland.
That's a good wrap up for us. Ibrahim Wangara, and from the Upper West region, giving us from the grounds where we have the Ahmadiyya Muslim mission. They are giving us the latest. He's giving us the latest of the prayers to mark Eid, and we know that it looks like all the sects ended the Ramadan yesterday. That'll be on Wednesday, and marking the national event today.